going to take a time to do some what we've been playing, Topher. Last week, we talked about a lot of mouse games.
We did.
We talked about Squeakross, but we also talked about an adorable little game called Winter Burrow. It is a survival game where you play as this little mouse, and you're going back to your old home after growing up, and like, you know, kind of being rushed out of it. And now the whole like landscape's covered in snow, and you're just trying to kind of get around, reminisce, explore, do some adventuring. This game was super cute. I really like it. I like it a lot. So far, the demo is very simple. I think if I wasn't dying and getting lost, I probably would have knocked it out in like 15 minutes. You spawn in the house. You're like, hey, what are we going to do? Once you get into the house, they give you the crafting table, or it's like, hey, you want to make an axe? You got to go get some wood. You step outside. You just find a bunch of sticks, some twigs. You break them down. You bring them in. Boom. I made my tool. The tool stays your inventory. After you get some of that basic stuff out, you can make clothing, which is essentially armor. It gives you more defense and stuff. There was no combat in this demo. I don't know if there will be combat. I think the biggest thing is you're battling the wild, like the weather, because as you stay outside, it gets colder and colder. So you'll see like the screen starts to like frost over and like turn white and close in on you. I died twice because I could not find the house. I walked too far away, and like at least footprints where I'm like, okay, cool, got it. But my ass was wandering all around the place, being like, okay, so if I go here, I got some sticks. I go here and I got some grass. I go here, I can make a sweater out of this. And then I'm like, oh, it's getting cold. Where do I go? And then my footsteps are like a roller coaster all around the snow. I'm like, I don't know where the house is. And then I'd walk too far past it. I'm like, okay, got it. So then I would die, go back out, get my stuff, grab it again. And when you die, it gives you a very like Dark Souls-esque, like all white and then in black, just like you froze to death or something like that. I'm like, what happened here? But other than that, like it's really just that so far. It's super just cozy. I don't want the Dark Souls comparison to like give the implication that it's, oh my God, something's gonna come out and eat me. There may be like enemies to fight later. Like I know at the end of the chapter, not really a spoiler, it's part of the main story. You run into, I think it's your aunt, and then like an owl comes in and like grabs her and takes her away. So now I think your adventure becomes going to save, you know, this other mouse from this giant owl that honestly at that point I would assume they got eaten. But yeah, like it was really like adorable. I love the vibe of it. It's got like a kind of storybook-esque thing. You can sleep until the morning. Again, if you sit in the chair and you can knit up clothes, like it got too cold too quick, I can make a new sweater, some pants, a hat, so you like don't freeze as quickly. You still got to find your damn house, otherwise you die like I did. I didn't get to explore too many of the systems because there's just not all that much implemented in this yet. But everything I got to experience is like right there. I'm really into it. Like I want to play more of this. I want to experience more of it when there's more of a play test. If you guys want to like send me some devs and want me to play some more, like I'm here for it. If you need voices, someone to play them out, I can play little mouse. That was Elmo, but anyway. Yeah, really adorable. I think I'm going to sink a lot of time into this one when it drops.
It's not a genre that I would usually play, but just seeing it in action, I really want to give it a try.
Yeah. It's precious, man. And like, same, right? Like I'm not the survival guy. I say it all the time where like, I get the itch for Minecraft. Every now and again, one will come out that I'm like, cool, I'm going to dive into it. But like, I'll never finish it, right? Like I won't stick around and you know, really see it through to the end game. But this seems like on our Switch episode, right? Like on a Switch or more likely my Steam Deck, like chilling on the couch, watching a show and just grinding out, like getting like items, upgrading resources, whatever. Like I could just get lost in this, just the mundane sounds so like negative, like just getting lost in the loop of like do it again, find the thing, make the thing. Like I'm all for it. And I hear you can see now like the freezing. I'm like, it's getting cold, I gotta run. But then I said I gotta get more grass before I go home. Didn't matter, I was gonna die. I wasn't gonna get the grass anyway. But and then like this is just the intro area. I have to imagine there's going to be more cool environments. This is where I found like there's my dead stuff. I found all my materials. And then find it.
You die again?
And then I died. You fainted. That's what it is. Yeah, you just dead. I want to say there's something with Game Pass on there. I could be totally making that up. Yes, yep, it will be on Game Pass, bet. So whenever that one drops, I don't think we have any dates yet. I mentioned in our like most anticipated episode, assuming 2025, but it's an indie game, so we could be looking at 2026, 2029, something like that. So
it does say 2025 on Steam. Right
okay,
now.
Score, baby. I hope it's a launch title for the Switch too.
Can you imagine?
That'd be pretty wild.
Like there are worse launch titles than that.
Oh yeah. Like a Breath of the Wild. Like
who's this Zelda kid anyway?
Can't stand him. Little guy. Hit. Ha. Hit. Jeez, say words.